Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Raleigh Brown. This is Curve Flattening Concert number 446, edging up on 450 here. And first man in is Steve DeHaas, who says, "Good afternoon from the foothills of Northern Cal. Good dog Charlie." And Charlie is right behind me here. I think, can you see? I think that's him back there. You might be able to see his tail or his nose or something. Meh, I can't get out of the way enough. So, and Cindy Glorioso is here, my old high school friend. And people are starting to get in here. Steve Edelman in Tucson, Arizona. I'll bet it's drier in Tucson than it is here, Steve. We've had a couple really rainy days. Ann Mintz is here from Philadelphia, and Michael Anthony Wood from Southwest Oklahoma. Kathy Marzik from upstate New York. Another dry, gray, windy day here. Yes. Rhonda Scott Merrick is here, and Charlie Bryant. Mike Verbeck and S.A. Tudhope. Hello, all you guys. And Johnson Hogg over there in Europe. France, I do believe. And Connie Adams says, "Hi, Raleigh and Charlie the dog and Raleigh World Friends." So I guess maybe I should just stand up here for a second and let you... There's Charlie's little head over there at the base of my guitar. There's the whole Charlie, the full Charlie, as they say. So he's been a really good boy most of the time. We've had a couple little episodes, but he's coming along, that boy, and we're working on him. So I'm going to start you out with an original tune today, and then we'll go from there. One last look in the rearview mirror as westward you move on. The past recedes, it's just a whisper. Since December you've been gone. Keep your foot off the brake. Don't slow down, for heaven's sake. Mind the road up ahead, and don't dwell on what was said. It ain't no use to cry. Just say goodbye to the rearview mirror. It ain't no use to cry. Just say goodbye to the rearview mirror. There's a horse out in the field as the wind begins to rise, and dark clouds are rolling. Though you've lost something dear, the air begins to clear. A new day is unfolding. Let the tailwind drive you on. Hear the engine's mighty hum. Later on you'll chase the sun until the day is done. Up ahead the big sky, just lean in and don't ask why. Keep your foot off the brake. Don't slow down, for heaven's sake. It ain't no use to cry. Just say goodbye to the rearview mirror. It ain't no use to cry. Just say goodbye. So that's the rear view mirror. And I see we have a birthday boy here at 81 years old, Dave Mason. Congratulations. Every year you make it is another victory. And we have a bunch of other people have showed up. Charlotte Cantrell is here. I already mentioned Dave Mason, Tom Dietz, Peg Powler from the UK. Welcome aboard, Peg. I don't think I've seen you here before. David Arthur Radcliffe, also from the UK. And Carol Pratt is here, and Pastor Deborah McLean. And Ken and Oreo are here. And Deborah Libby Clark. And like that. I've said S.A. Tudhope. Tom Maynard. Hi, Tom. So thank you, Deb. If you like that song, I'm glad. So I'm going to play the instrumental for you next, just because it's, I don't want to start switching guitars every tune, and this way I'll do 2 songs on the Prue and 2 songs on the Martin. And this one is actually a medley of 2 tunes. One of them is called Bojay Poo Boo, and it was a Les McCann tune, which I learned about from Steve Mann. Steve didn't actually play a version of it, but he kind of showed me a couple chords in it, and I said, oh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to go find that. So I came home from California that year and went and found it on YouTube, and it was a really nice tune. And I had also been working on a tune which I think of as the song from The Snowman, the Raymond Briggs animated feature, and but which is called I'm Walking on the Air, I think is the name of it. I have it on a CD, so it's somewhere on that CD you can find the name of it. And they made a perfect medley, so I put the 2 of them together. So this is Bojay Poo Boo and The Snowman. Boj Pubu and the Snowman, and lots of folks are checking in. Alana Eager, hi Alana. You know, Alana, you can't see it on the video, but there's a little bit right there. And if I go the other way, I can't see myself. But Alana helped put some fairy hair on my head when I was out in Kansas. And Jeff Blumenthal is here, and Mike Verbeek and Jen Lloyd. Hi, Jen. And Stanby 2712, good evening from Suffolk, UK. There's a lot of UK people here. It almost makes me think that maybe Martin McNeil sent you guys or something like that. And Jim Moore is here, and in Massachusetts again from Brooklyn. Good for you. And Bunny Barnes, the ever-growing, ever more famous Bunny Barnes, and Aisling Bain. All you guys, it's good to see you. Toby Simmons out there in California. I think I said hi to a lot of the rest of you. Yes, Charlie is definitely chillaxing. We'll give you another Charlie look. Wait a second. There. Oh, don't get up. Oh, here he comes. Let's just hope he doesn't get his Charlie ball. That could be disastrous. He and I have been battling over who gets which part of the bed at night, so. But we're still speaking. So, some announcements to the Invisibles, and that's Invisible Rubenstein, Mike Stillman, Mario Prue, and Joel Biget, and also Judith Fox, Kit Serikaku, Linda Worster, and Kate Mack. Hello to you guys. If you're on here, as you know, as the rest of you, if you're new here, there are certain names that don't show up in my feed on my software, and we call them the Invisibles. And there's actually one of the Invisibles a long time back, who's no longer here very often, sent us this. I love stuff like that. And so hi to you. As always, there is a PayPal link there and a Venmo link. We're getting dog biscuits this time of year, or this time of life. And Charlie is being a really good boy, except for the bed battles, and he has his moments. He'll occasionally go nutty, but he actually started to go after a squirrel today, and I stopped him, and he waited a second, and then he just looked back at me and said, "Okay, I won't chase that squirrel." And we walked on. I gave him a jackpot. That's when you get a whole handful of treats and just throw them on the ground and say, "Boy, you did great." So it's Monday, and I'm with you now. And on Tuesday, tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, my good friend and brilliant songwriter and singer and performer Cozy Sheridan will be on with her husband Charlie Koch, who is also pretty brilliant in his own right. And then Wednesday, I'll be back at 3 o'clock, and by then I'll know what's going on after Wednesday. So I think that's all the announcements for now. I talked a little bit about Charlie. I just talked to my niece. I have a wonderful niece, Judy Brown, who lives up in Canada, and she, when she was about 7, she said, "I'm going to be a veterinarian," and she never changed course. She's I don't know how old she is now, maybe mid-30s, and she is a critical care vet in Toronto, and one of my go-to people for dog advice when I have a dog problem. And she just found out about Charlie, so we had a nice long talk a little while ago. Which is why I'm not at all prepared for today's concert. So here we go. Hi, Mike Miller is here from North Carolina. That's great. Okay. From really from the singing and guitar playing of Dave Van Ronk, this next tune comes. But it was written by Bob Kaufman and Len Chandler. Len Chandler's a folk singer. Bob Kaufman, I think, was a poet. And they took a New Orleans children's song and like kind of like what we in the Midwest thought of as Farmer in the Dell or something like that, and they turned it into this beautiful song, and Van Ronk just did the quintessential guitar arrangement for it. It goes a little bit like this. When I go by Baltimore, need no carpet on my floor. Come along and go with me, we go down to Galilee. Green, green, rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me who your love, tell me who your love. Little Miss Jane, run to the wall. Don't you stumble and don't you fall. Don't you sing, no, don't you shout. When I sing, come a-running out. Green, rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me who your love, tell me who your love. Hooker took a soda cracker. Does your mama chew tobacco? If your mama chews tobacco, sing Hooker took a soda cracker. Green, green, rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me who your love, tell me who your love. See that crow up in the sky? He don't walk, no, he just fly. He don't walk and he don't run. Keep on flapping for the sun. Green, rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me who your love, tell me who your love. When I go by Baltimore, need no carpet on my floor. Come along, go with me. There's a man in Galilee. Green, rocky road, promenade in green. Tell me who your love, tell me who your love. Green Rocky Road from Dave Van Ronk, or through Dave Van Ronk from Len Chandler and Bob Kaufman. This is one of those rare days when I remembered both of their names. I always remember one or the other when I announce that song. And we're going to just do a little. And all those guys were part of the New York City, Greenwich Village folk scene, and so was the author of this last song for today, who just passed away several months ago, Paul Siebel, wonderful songwriter, and just a guy who didn't really want to be in the spotlight. He didn't really like performing that much, so he kind of dropped off the map for many of us. He was living down in Maryland near the end of his life, and just working for Parks and Rec. But I think he found a way to be a relatively happy guy, instead of doing something which seemed like it might have a little bit of glamour to it, but was in fact not his cup of tea. So. But this is from a Willa Cather poem, and Willa Cather, I don't think, was part of the Greenwich Village folk scene. Those other years, those dusty years, we drove the big herds through. I tried to forget the miles we rode, and Spanish Johnny, you. He'd sit beside the water tank when all the herds was in. Never harm a child, but sang to his mandolin. He sang the old songs and the old talk, dealings of our game. Spanish Johnny seldom spoke, sang the songs of Spain. And his talk with men was vicious talk when he was drunk on gin. But those were golden things he sang to his mandolin. But we had to stand and we had to judge. We had to stop him then. For those hands so gentle to a child had killed so many men. He died a hard death long ago, before the roads came in, and the night before he swung, he sung to his mandolin. carried him out in the morning light, a man who'd done no good. We laid him down in the cold, cold clay, stuck in a cross of wood. And a letter we wrote to his kinfolk to tell them where he'd been. We sent it on down to Mexico, along with the mandolin. Spanish Johnny by Paul Siebel. So I want to thank you all for joining me, as I always do. I want to see if there's anyone we missed here. I see Jim Greco showed up. Nothing more will be said about it, Jim. Jim's an old friend. And Milwaukee Matson got in here on YouTube. Lots of great folks here today. Just about my usual crew, my posse, as the young people say, like 20 years ago, but it's still young people to me. Be happy, and be healthy, and be brave, and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. So if you need to see what it looks like to take a nap, we could do that. That is Charlie the dog demonstrating the maybe I'm cranky and maybe I'm not, but I'll take a nap. And that's Django's ball up there, the white ball, which is now Charlie's ball. In between then, it was Suki's ball, and like that. So thank you so much for joining me. I love you all. Carol Sherman is here. Hi, Carol. And I had hoped to see you at Winfield, and then I guess you did not make it, or we didn't run into each other. I think I saw some posts from you being somewhere else. And John Ferrulo, my buddy from up in Massachusetts. So good to see all you guys here. I'm going to go back and read all of the comments after we're done here. Okay, so much love to you. Cozy Sheridan tomorrow at 10:30 with Charlie Koch. And Charlie is one of the namesakes, the honorees for whom Charlie the dog was named, along with Charles Williams, Charlie Hall, Charlie Bryant, our own clown prince of Raleigh World. And I might be forgetting, Charlie Ortolani. Yeah, we got a lot of Charlies. They're all good people. So take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.